Hey YouTubers and makeup junkies out there, this is Michael Scott coming at you, and right now I'm actually going through the process of depotting some of my MAC eyeshadows that I purchased in the store. If you can, if you're building, say, your own 15 palettes like this, and you're going to slap it into one of these, because you can buy one of these and you can get like the 6 for blushes and skin finishes, or you can get the 15 for eyeshadows inserts. So I obviously got the eyeshadow insert, and I've been slowly kind of popping them in. Now, oop, this narrow keeps falling out. It's not sticking so well. If you can purchase the pans directly on MAC.com, they come like this with a sticker on them, all ready to go, and they're only $10 versus paying $15 for one of these. The only advantage you have to getting one of these is that you can take them back for the Back to MAC program, and 6 of these equals a free lipstick. So, or unless you go to a MAC store, in which case you can get an eyeshadow or a lipstick. So, what I'm going to do is just show you quickly how to depot these, and then how to make them work in your 15 palette. So, when you open up an authentic MAC eyeshadow, there's going to be this snap thing, which is right there, where it snaps into, and right above that there's a little line. I'm just taking a pair of tweezers and using the fine tip and pushing that in until it goes all the way in, and then I'm just twisting it like so, and then this piece will lift completely out with the eyeshadow in it and everything. Now, save these, because at the end of this tutorial we're going to pull off those stickers and put them on the bottom of these. The next thing that I'm going to do is grab a pan. The girl that I seen do it originally, she did so with a flat iron, but I don't have a flat iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a regular cookie sheet. I'm going to throw it on the burner on my stove on a very low setting, like medium low, and I'm just going to set all these on there. And I'm going to have this, and I have a little small spoon. Anything that's got a really fine, sharp tip to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to heat these up. And as you heat them up, and I'll show you as I get into it, you get to a point where you can slide the shadow around in kind of a circle, and then you'll be able to just fit something right in between and pop the eyeshadow out. It's just hot glue that's sticking it to it inside the this little pan. So we're just going to heat it up to heat up that hot glue enough to loosen the eyeshadow, and then we're going to pop it out. Once we've popped it out, we're going to adhere it to these magnetic strips. As you can see, I've already cut them out into circles. I made a faux pas and got these ones that actually separate into lines. If you can, just get the full sheets. These are only $1, so you can get them at the dollar store. But just make a circle outline of, something that's going to fit the eyeshadow and that's going to fit inside of here, because ultimately you want it to go inside there. As you can see, here's one for the narrow, and so that's just how I cut it. And then, as you can see, the sticker comes off cleanly as well, and we'll be able to adhere that to this magnet, and then it'll stick in here, and then we'll stick to the eyeshadow and hold them in place for you. So let me go ahead and get this pan on the stove and starting to preheat, and get my tools ready, and I'm going to go ahead and get my circles cut out, and then I'll be right back in just a minute. You don't want to be on camera. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the first one off, and as you pull it off, as you can see, I already tried a little bit, but there will be a little bit of a space in between the two of these. And I'm just going to I got this little itty bitty spoon, and I'm going to push it right in between the shadow and the pan, and it will just separate like so. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the stickers off of the magnet, and while that glue is still hot, place that magnet on there, and it's going to adhere to that. So I'm going to go grab the other one real quick. Now you want to be careful to not leave these on for too long, because they can warp. And if it's, MAC will probably take them back warped, but you know, I prefer to take them back, and sometimes it can be a little bit tough, you know, but once you've done it a couple times, you'll get to a point where you can do it without damaging the eyeshadow. Dang it. See, I'm talking instead of focusing, and I just damaged this one. But yeah, you'll get to a point after doing it a few times where you can easily separate them and get them onto, and they may be a little bit warm, so you might want to have your tape pre-pulled on these magnets. It's not wanting to come off for me though. So then I'm just going to get them onto those back of those magnets really quickly. The next thing I'm going to do, even though I have a couple more to go, I want to just really quickly, oh, I got to remember what colors these are first, because I have 4 that I'm doing right now. This is Atlantic Blue and Handwritten. Okay, so next I want to make sure that I can get these to go back in. So they should just click right back in and then snap back shut. So that means that you haven't gone too far and haven't let them warp, which is a good thing, you know, because I like to take them back in like near mint condition. So throw these on there now for like 15 seconds or 30 seconds or however long it may take. And I'm going to grab a paring knife, or just grab a really, should be cool. Just grab a really sharp, thin knife that you'll be able to basically just kind of swipe underneath the sticker and it'll come right off. So I'll kind of leave it going right now because we might be at that point, you know. And I'm also going to get these 2 on there now. But definitely you don't want to keep, or you don't want to walk away and just kind of leave these. It's one of those type situations. You most definitely want to be sure that you're watching them the entire time, so that you don't melt, warp, burn them, any of those things. Alright, so they've been on for a few seconds. I'm going to take this knife, and if it doesn't go into there real smoothly, real easily, well, this one did. So, as you can see, just follow along the bottom of the sticker, and you can just pull it right off, and then you can just stick it right onto the color that it is. And so there you go. Now I've got the Atlantic Blue depotted and added to my palette. Same thing for Handwritten. Just get a super fine knife, just get it right underneath that sticker, and just very slowly and gently slide right along. Oh. And then just adhere the sticker on and pop it into your palette. So let me grab the other 2 shadows. They should probably be ready. Okay, well this one started to go, but of course I nicked it on the way out, so you can see just a little bit, but I need to cut a couple more circles real fast. And these do not need to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Well, mine certainly are never that perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna wedge that spoon right underneath there, so you can see the hot glue is still warm. Adhere the magnet on. Then I'm gonna take these next 2 pop those on there. And then, so see, I'm going to try and show you on camera this time. It's really hard for me to do, though. I'm going to find a little area where there's a space between the eyeshadows. You can see the eyeshadow can spin around a little bit. There's my space right there. So, just get that underneath. I just messed it up. I didn't want to do that. But it's alright. Anything for you guys. So, yeah, just pop it out. And then I just leave it on that little whatever you're using. And then so these ones are depotted and ready. Oh! So I'm just going to go, first I'm going to wipe any excess glue off of this implement, this tool that I'm using, because I don't want it on there. I'm just going to take my knife. And then okay, so these aren't quite ready because it didn't really slide under there easily. So I'm just going to pop them back under there. As you can see, I nicked my hand into a black earlier. So I'm going to clean that out, but I'm adding, so I've added handwritten Atlantic Blue. Next I'm going to add Amber Lights and Steamy. Steamy's this, these are both frosts, but this is kind of a nice bluish green, and then this is, that one has a reflects gold, and this is kind of a brown amber type color. Okay, so I'm going to try again. There we go. So it pulls right off. Just make sure you're putting the right colors on there. And I still need to make like a little diagram of my palettes so I'll remember exactly what the names of each color are. Alright, so Steamy, and then and so what I find is best is to slide it down while you're trying to get under it, instead of just kind of pushing or forcing it. If you slide it down, it won't nick it or, you know, push a portion of it over, so you end up with like just a flawless round sticker. And so that's it. Oh. Alright, so there we go. There's all of my palettes in there. This Nehru just keeps falling out, which, you know, I just need to make a new magnet for, so I can do that really, really quickly. I think when I was putting the Nehru on, a bunch of the shadow had spilled out. Of course. And stuck to the magnet, so I'm just going to heat this one up same way, just to get it detached from the magnet. But anyways, that's it. That's kind of your depotting 101 for your MAC eyeshadows. And then remember to save these, pop these pieces back in, and take them back into MAC. And you know, that is the one benefit of buying these eyeshadows, is that you can take 6 of them back in and get yourself a free lipstick. Like, I've got enough now to go back in and get another one. So yeah, I'll be making a trip into MAC in the next few days. And I do actually like to save the boxes too, because they've got the Macy's stickers on them and everything. I mean, my Macy's counter knows me, so they know I'm not gonna bring them back anything not authentic. But yeah, I just like to bring them back in their own boxes, and that way it's all good and ready to go. And now I can go get my free lipstick. Yay! So that's it, guys. If you have any questions or any problems, shoot them down below, and I'll try and answer them for you as quickly as possible. If you have any other tips that you'd like to share, by all means, please do so. Feel free to put them in the comments section. This is Michael Sott saying have fun, and have fun with makeup. Bye.